Great new day to all my self-care family and friends. Welcome to another episode of the Room to Breathe podcast. I'm your host, Life Coach 614, and I'm thrilled to have each and every one of you here with us today. Whether you are tuning in for a dose of inspiration or you just need a little moment of calm, you've reached the right place. Now, before we dive into today's episode, just a quick reminder. If you're enjoying the show, don't forget to tap the screen, like, comment, and share. Your support helps us to connect with more amazing people like you. And if we're not friends already, be sure to give us a follow, subscribe to our channel, so that way you never miss out on our latest content. I also invite you to visit our website at theselfcareclub.org. We've got some awesome affirmative apparel, motivational merch, and a bunch of free resources waiting just for you. It is all about empowering yourself and embracing your journey. No matter where you are in life or what situations you are currently experiencing, please know that you are not alone. We're in this together, supporting and uplifting each other every step of the way. It is time for us to choose to prioritize our well-being, to embrace our growth, and to find peace in this present moment. So let's get ready to breathe, reflect, and grow together.
In the quiet moments, that's where I'll find a little room to breathe, leave it all behind. Give me room to breathe, I need some time to heal my heart, to clear my mind. Gonna love myself, yeah, I believe in the power of me. Just give me room to breathe.
All right, guys. So yesterday, y'all, our topic of discussion was unapologetically done, right? We had decided that, we cried about it, which meant we cared about it. But once we stood on it, we was good on it, right, y'all? And so I thought, why not keep that unapologetic energy going, right? So yesterday we decided we were unapologetically done. But today I was like, you know what? Let's be unapologetically untouchable. Right? Because if I'm done, I've decided that I'm worth more, that I deserve more. Right, Mr. Marshall? I'm like, my value is higher. So now, not only am I done with those situations of my past, but I'm now untouchable. Right? Hey, Demi girl. Listen, Demi, right on time, honey, because today we are unapologetically untouchable. Today we're going to talk about protecting your peace. Okay? Because your peace is a priority, and it's priceless. You know what I'm saying? So, today we're not holding back. We're not going to sugarcoat anything, and we are definitely not apologizing for nothing. Okay? Today we're going to talk about staying on your top shelf and not stepping down just because someone else can't get on your level. All right? So, like I said, let's keep it all the way real. How many times have you been the one to bend in a situation? How many times do you find yourself being the one to compromise? The one who has to make things easier for everyone else, even when it costs you your peace, your energy, your damn sanity, right? Northside, like all the damn time, like too many times, right? And for what? For what? For someone else to be comfortable? For someone else who isn't willing to put the work in to meet you where you are? You know what I mean? And like, let's be real, y'all. That shit is exhausting. It is draining, right? And if you're really honest with yourself, it's not worth it. So like, it's time that we stop that. We decided we were done. Now let's be untouchable. So our first affirmation for today, and I want y'all to feel this one. All right? I want y'all to feel this. I will no longer bend, shrink, or lower myself for anyone who cannot rise to meet me. My peace is priceless. I'm going to say it again. I will no longer bend, shrink, or lower myself for anyone who cannot rise to meet me, because my peace is priceless. So let's get into this, because I know that this is a topic that hits close to all of us, right? This hits home for all of us. And maybe it's in your relationships where you've bent over backwards for someone who wouldn't even meet you halfway. Maybe it's with friends who take and take but never give. Or maybe it's at work, right? Where you're doing the most. You are going above and beyond, and there's no one even there to respectfully acknowledge it. But like, if we think about all of these situations, right? Whether it is family, friends, co-workers, whatever. What's the common thread in all of these situations? What do y'all feel is the common thread? The common denominator. If we had to pinpoint where this problem is. So Shan said they are takers, not givers. They are. But what's the common thread? If we had to get to the root of this, what would you say? It's a lot of me's, right? It's us, you guys. Right? You, me, us, right? Individually. We are giving too much to people who are giving us too little. So the common denominator in all of this, you guys, is us. We've got to make the change, right? And here's an affirmation for that, right? Because I'm all about affirming it. So I'm not going to point the finger at us, and I'm not going to have us look in the mirror and just be accountable for our actions, right? We need to be able to grow and affirm ourselves from this. And so the affirmation about us giving too much and not getting anything in return would be, I no longer pour into cups that don't pour back into me. I give from my overflow, not my reserves. I no longer pour into cups that don't pour back into me. Take it a step further. I give from my overflow, not my reserves. Right, transition? Because we all have this giving spirit. We want to give. We want to help people. We want to show our love, right? But we cannot do so from what is reserved for us. That's us. And so I have to tell people all the time, what goes into my cup, that's for me. That's my reserve. Now, if there are things overflowing from my cup, oh baby, that's for you. But what goes inside that cup, that's mine. That's how I keep moving. That's how I keep living. That's how I keep showing up giving, right? So remember to give from your overflow, not your reserve. And I think over time, we have simply been conditioned to think that, that being kind or being generous means that we have to constantly bend over backwards for people, right? That we have to, constantly give and give and give no matter what, because that's what makes us a good human, right, India? Welcome in, Perk. Hey, bada. Right? But here's the messy truth that nobody wants to talk about. That is not kindness. Giving everything you've got, that's not kindness. Denying yourself what you know that you need and deserve and what you're worth and giving to people over and over again, you're not being nice, especially not being nice to yourself. That is called self-abandonment. You are abandoning your own needs, your own boundaries, and your own well-being just to make somebody else's life easier. Right, Wanda? Like, that's not what we are about. Because what do you get in return? Right? When you give and give and give, and of course they take and take and take, what do you get in return? More exhaustion? More frustration? More resentment? It's like, you ever feel that hitting your stomach after you've compromised yourself again? It just makes you want to vomit because you're like, oh, damn, I did it again. I didn't even want to do it. Right? But something in your gut is telling you, this ain't right. You knew better. That's your intuition. That's your gut telling you that you have once again betrayed yourself. And since you want to go out here and give and give and give, we gonna hurt. Yeah, Shan, come on. Oops, I did it again. Right? So that's your body's way of telling you, this hurts me. This hurts us. And so it is time for us to start listening to that feeling. It is time for us to start listening to our bodies, who is doing its best to protect us. Right? And so affirm this. I will no longer betray myself to make other people comfortable. My needs and my boundaries come first. I will no longer betray myself to make others comfortable. My needs, my boundaries, my peace comes first. And y'all listen, while we on this topic, right? Can we talk about how wild it is that people actually get mad at you for having boundaries? Right? Like, how dare you protect your peace? It's like, how dare you not be available to fix everybody else's problems all the time? You know what I'm saying? Like, baby, they get mad when you set your boundaries. But let me tell y'all something though. When people get upset about your boundaries, it's because they benefited from you not having any. Think about that. They benefit from you not having boundaries. So as soon as you set those boundaries and you draw the line, oh, they lose their shit. They like you better when it's easy for them to manipulate you. Right? Thank you, love. They like it better when you didn't say no to them. That when you were always the person who said, no problem, it's okay, I'll handle it, I got it, I'll take care of it, give it to me. They like it better when they can handle you. But guess what, y'all? We're not being handled anymore. We're not handling it anymore, right? We're not cleaning up the messes that we didn't make. We're done apologizing for the things that we didn't do. Why should we be the ones to clean up the problems that we didn't create? Right? So we're done cleaning up the messes. Yesterday we decided we're unapologetically done. We're done. It's over, right? So we're not going to keep cleaning up these messes that we didn't make. The time of us bending over backwards for people who don't even step forward to meet us, that is over. We're done with the need to please. We no longer identify as people pleasers. Yeah, India says even at work they get mad when you don't cross boundaries. Yeah. Especially at work, honey. I feel like that was always the worst area for me because, they try to all of a sudden make their problems part of your job description. And you're like, that's not even what I applied for. That is not even in my job title. Why is this my problem? You know what I mean? And so now's the time where we have to affirm ourselves to say, I'm no longer available for people who disrespect my boundaries. Right? I'm no longer available. I'm untouchable. Right? I unsubscribe to that. I'm unavailable for anything that drains my energy and disturbs my peace. They be like, what you doing? Right? I'm done pleasing. It's my time. It's my season. It's my turn. Right? And you know, guys, here's the kicker. When you start saying no, when you start protecting your energy and your peace and your space, people gonna tell you that you acting brand new. They're gonna try to break down your character. They're gonna tell you that you've changed. Don't get mad. You are brand new. It's a brand new day. You know better now, so you're doing better now. So don't get mad because they telling the truth. You are brand new. Every single day that you wake up, you are brand new. You're not the person you were yesterday. So don't get mad when they tell you acting brand new. Baby, it's not an act. I am brand new. Thank you for noticing. Right? Applaud them. Thank you for noticing. I appreciate you. When they tell you that you've changed, be happy. Because we're not here to be stagnant. Never do we want to sit here and be the same old, same old, same old. Right? So you are different. You are brand new. When somebody says, oh, you act like you better than. Well, I'm sorry you feel that way. But again, I'm top shelf. Not coming down. There's no going back. Right? Because I have decided that I am unavailable for anything that drains my energy. And you, my friend, are a taker. You're draining my energy. Like listening to this conversation about you tell me about how I used to be and how you don't like the person that I am now is draining my energy. It is disrupting my peace. Right? I'm different. Yep, I'm different. That's right, Kale. So again, you know, when you start saying no and protecting your energy, people gonna say all sorts of things. They'll call you selfish. They'll say you being difficult. They may even say that you're cold. But you know what? Let them. Let them say it. Let them call you whatever they want. Because you're not responsible for how people react to your boundaries. And my dad taught me years ago that it doesn't matter what people call you. All that matters is what you answer to. So y'all can say what y'all want. Y'all can call me whatever you want. I don't identify as such. Therefore, I will not be responding. Because I'm untouchable. I'm unfuckwittable. Right? So remember, you're not responsible for how other people react to your boundaries. Have an amazing day, Mr. Marshall. You're only responsible for protecting yourself, your energy, and your peace. Because that's honestly what self-care really is, you guys, right? It's not just about bubble baths and journaling, although we love that stuff too, right? Self-care is more about saying, I refuse to tolerate anything that disrespects me. I refuse to tolerate things that stunt my growth or hinder my healing, right? So let's affirm this together. I am responsible for my peace. I want you guys to put that in the chat today. I am responsible for my peace. I am responsible for my peace. And I got another one. I want you guys to also affirm that I unapologetically protect my energy. Yes, I unapologetically protect my energy. Thank you, Danny. Right? And so, you know, let's talk about the moments where things get real hard. Right? Those moments where we start doubting ourselves. Because now we've set these boundaries and we, you know, we're protecting ourselves more. Right? But there's still going to be these moments where things get real hard. Right? The moments where we doubt ourselves, where guilt starts to creep in, and we're thinking, maybe I am being too harsh. Maybe I am being a bit cold, right? Maybe I should come down off the top shelf to make things a little easier. Because sometimes it's a little lonely at the top, especially when you're new on your journey and you haven't fully started attracting your tribe. So when you first get up there, it's a little desolate, y'all. because you have to start attracting your tribe, right? So we start to think, maybe if I just come down a couple shelves, I'll, be a little bit, it'll be a little easier for people to digest. If I just chop myself into smaller pieces, maybe they won't choke, right? And I know that we've all been there, but if you find yourself in that situation, I need you to pause in that moment and ask yourself, what did it cost me the last time I compromised myself? The last time that I dissected myself into smaller pieces to become more bite-sized, a little more fun-sized to handle. What did that cost me? Because it always costs something. Maybe it was your time, which we know is one of the most precious things ever. One thing that we can never get back, right? Maybe it cost you your peace of mind. Maybe it cost you your self-respect. I guarantee you, every single time you come off that top shelf, you are paying the price. Every single time you shrink yourself or you lower your standards to make it easier for someone else to reach you, you are paying a price. Thank you for the follow. We must affirm that I will no longer pay the price of compromising my peace, my worth, my self-respect for someone else's comfort. I will no longer pay the price of compromising my peace, my worth, or my self-respect. I will not dissect myself into smaller pieces to make it easier for you to swallow. I'm not doing it. And let's take this even further, because I know somebody needs this, right? Somebody needs to hear this. You are not too much. I'm talking to you. You are not too much. Your standards are not too high. You are not difficult because you have boundaries. What you are, and hear me good, what you are is someone who knows their worth. Thank you, Perk. You are someone who recognizes their value. And let's be real, people who aren't used to boundaries will always try to make you feel like you're asking for too much. They will gaslight you, they will manipulate you, and they will really make you question yourself because they don't want to do the work to rise to your level. But that's not your problem. Their lack of growth is not your responsibility. I'm going to say that again. If they don't want to rise to meet your level, that's not your problem. You are not too much. You are not difficult for having boundaries. Your standards are not too high. Their lack of growth is not your responsibility. Exactly. I am someone who knows my worth and stands on my boundaries. Stand on it. Stand on it. And you let people know, right? We affirm, I refuse to apologize for my standards. I refuse to apologize for my standards. My boundaries are a reflection of my self-worth, and I will not be lowering them for anyone. Again, your boundaries are a reflection of your self-worth. Don't lower them. Stop letting your no's turn into negotiations. And look, I know that it's messy. I know that it's not always pretty. And sometimes you're going to have to stand firm in your no. right? You're going to have to stand firm in your no. And you're going to have to feel the discomfort of letting people know, and I'm sorry, letting go of people who can't rise to meet you. And it's not so much that they can't, it is because they won't rise to meet you. They choose not to, right? So sometimes you're going to have to deal with the loneliness of being on that top shelf by yourself for a minute. Right? Sometimes you're going to have to get comfortable with being lonely at the top. But it's for a minute. Because trust me, the loneliness of being on your top shelf is nothing compared to the exhaustion of constantly lowering yourself for others. At least up there you got peace. You've got energy. And you've got your damn sanity, if nothing else. Right, Joker? Like, you have your sanity. You have your peace of mind. So, baby, listen, if I got to be lonely up top, at least let me have my peace. At least let me have my sanity. Right? How many times are we surrounded by a bunch of people and we still feel alone? When you're in the room with the takers, right? You still feel lonely. You still feel pieces of you, that things just aren't quite right. It still feels empty, even when you're in a crowded room. So if I'm going to feel this feeling, and if I'm going to come back, and my intuition is kicking my ass because now my stomach is all messed up because I have, sacrificed myself all day, all week, all month, all year to be easy going and laid back for everyone else. Baby, let me just go ahead and make it back to the top shelf. I'd rather be by my damn self, have my peace of mind, got all my energy, right? And still have my damn sanity. So now we affirm this loud and clear. And we say, I choose my peace over everything. Right? I choose my peace over being left in pieces. Right? Because it's like when we keep people pleasing, we dissect ourselves into these small pieces, right? And then they don't even have the audacity to clean up the pieces when they go. They just leave us broken, in shambles, in pieces. So not only did I break myself down to make it easier for you to carry, but I had to clean myself back up when you left. I'm over it. I choose peace over pieces. 10 out of 10, I recommend. We choose peace over being left in pieces. I choose my peace over everything that drains me. I choose myself. I choose my growth. Kale said, I choose my peace over everything. Right? Absolutely, Joker, we definitely see you. And thank you for engaging. So again, I choose my peace over anything that drains me. Come on, peace over pieces, right? And here's the thing. You will attract the right people. I guarantee you. You will attract the right people. When you start to get comfortable on that top shelf, right? You're going to start to attract the right people into your life. The ones who see your growth and respect it. The ones who will step up, right? Who will put in the effort to meet you where you are. They're going to be the ones that won't drag you back to where they're comfortable. Because, some people will come up just to bring you down. They want to come up and they want to get a look of what it looks like from the penthouse, just to drag you back down to the basement. I ain't going back. I started from the bottom, now I'm here. I ain't going back. Right? Because, when you stick around up top and you get a taste of the good life and you're like, listen, I'm not going back. Right, Casey? We're like, I've had a taste of the good life. Why I'm going to go back and slum it? What y'all doing down there? I can see y'all from up here. I ain't got to come down there and be with y'all. I can observe from the top shelf. From the top floor, I can see more than y'all can. Right? And when I'm looking down, it looks a little small. Look a little dark down there. I'd rather be up here closer to the light. Right? I just want to say, it was fun while it lasted. Right? But I'm up here now. And when you begin to attract the right people, that only happens when you stay on your top shelf. When you refuse to settle. When you refuse to lower your standards just to make things easier for others. And so, another affirmation that comes to mind is I attract people who respect my boundaries and honor my growth. I attract people who respect my boundaries and honor my growth. And I'm going to even take that one a step further to say, I let go of anyone who cannot rise to meet me. Yeah, Joker. I let go of anyone who cannot rise to meet me. So the next time somebody asks you to come off your top shelf, I want you to pause, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, what is that going to cost me? Because we have worked way too hard to get to where we are. You have fought far too many battles. You have healed way too many wounds. And you've done entirely too much growing to throw it all away for someone who is not willing to rise to meet you where you are today. So let them go. Let them fall off if they can't handle where you are today. Affirm this one right here, our last one for today. I will not come off the top shelf for anyone. I will not come off the top shelf for anyone. I stand firm in my worth, and I will not settle for less than I deserve. I will not come off the top shelf for anyone. I stand firm in my worth, and I will not settle for less than I deserve. So as we wrap up today's episode, I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us. I hope that this message hit, where it needed to. I hope that it reminded you that your peace, your boundaries, and your growth are non-negotiable. Stay on that top shelf, y'all. Protect your energy and let people rise or let them fall. But either way, you stay exactly where you are. Thank each and every one of you for joining us today. If you've enjoyed our time together, be sure to give us a follow, subscribe to our channel, so that way you never miss out on our latest content. And don't forget to visit our website at theselfcareclub.org. There you can book a personalized one-on-one coaching session. We also have some amazing affirmative apparel, as well as some other motivational merch, including music, as well as a treasure trove of free resources designed just for you. So whether you are looking to elevate your self-care game or you just need a little extra inspiration to get you through the day, know that we've got you covered. I thank each and every one of you for being a part of the Self-Care Club community, and I am truly excited to connect with you all again soon. But until the next time, I encourage you to keep breathing, stay positive, and remember that you will always be supported here at the Self-Care Club. Don't be afraid to take up space and make a little room for you to breathe. I pray that each and every one of you have an amazing day on purpose, filled with nothing but purpose. And I'll see you guys again soon. Thank you.